May we really feel the grace today. May we really experience the unconditional love in which we play and which we are, and how much the Creator wants to help us grow and looks for any sign of willingness, any opening, just the way water flows that goes into every nook and cranny. The Creator's love for us, Amma's love for us, is like that. And may we all turn to the Creator, to Amma, to our souls inside, and open in trust and with resilience. Yeah, and so it is. Yeah, trust gives us resilience. It allows us to get up yet again. It stops us from rolling around, which can be so tempting sometimes. So again, we're in this change of focus in this work. It's again, I want you to hold on through the weeks that we're going through this. It will be a move into a deeper connection to your soul energy, to the Amma within. And this will, some of you will struggle with this. It's like it's going to threaten your egos, you guys. So it's just your choice. But, I kind of go like, this work is like this. So, if you're here today, I'm sure you're going to be here in 6 weeks. But I'm in a way, by spelling it out this way, it's not quite asking for permission, but I'm letting you know that it will require a deeper level of integrity, a deeper level of acceptance of what is, and a deeper level of acceptance of yourself as a human being. Right. That's what enlightenment is. When you totally accept yourself as a human being and and you then access your divine nature. Some of you are deflecting my words. It's okay. But you know me, so I put words to all these things to help you. Some people have been calling me from Inside Timer and just all around. And the issue over and over again is their true innocence, which I see like, the sparkle from somebody's yawning. It's so funny. It's okay. The sparkle of a firecracker. Those things, they're poles and they sparkle. You light them, they sparkle. It's like that. That's your soul energy. And then your soul energy is trying to connect up to the collective. This is what's going on over and over in people. It's like there's this kind of black cord of the connection to the collective. And the connection, it's also the connection to the linear mind. And they're trying to make the connection, and you can't do it that way. Okay, I really want to spell this out. And even if you don't understand what I'm saying, just listen, because the cells of your body and the atoms get it. We try to fit in to the constructs of the collective and our linear minds, like this black cord. It does not work. The way that you fit into the collective is by loving and honoring the truth of you. And when you do that, you give a priceless gift to the collective that cannot come basically any other way other than individuals being true to their soul energy, to this sparkling, effervescent knowledge of truth. This is right where we're making this change of direction, and it is, and you'll find it in your lives, a movement into being truer to your soul, less focused on fitting into the collective, less entranced by your linear mind, which I said in last satsang, the linear mind will just make up stories all the time. And these stories will not be true. They might seem true. They might seem temporarily true. They're not. Right. Now, this is where people's fear comes in, because they're scared of actually moving into the level of selfhood, self-knowledge, and integrity, you guys, that this journey really requires. So just put your arms around your fear. We're going to be scared no matter what. I mean, we could be scared of World War III, or we can be scared of moving into truth. Which way do you want to go? You're going to be scared either way. Some of you, in particular women, we have been trained to really water down who we are so that we're acceptable. And the men have just turned their knowledge down, so they've numbed. Both are forms of numbing, of different emphasis. This is really beautiful. You may find, as you come along, that the plants in your house grow better. This is the depth of where Prema Sutta is working. And this is why it confounds the head. So this light and this black cord, it's solvable by coming into your heart, by embracing this conflict of the inner and the outer with your heart energy. It's solvable in the acceptance of the truth of your true nature. It just is, you guys. It is not fixable. You can't box it. It just is. It breathes you. It is what makes your breath go in and out. So really, this is why, the focus on the breath. You want to grow? Stay with your breath all day long. Yeah. This is how real it is, and how kind of maybe impossible it seems in our culture, but it's not. You just take the space. You just do these inner things. Yesterday, when we were in the question and answer, there was a moment of a kind of extreme peace towards the end, as everybody bonded more to their soul energy in their unconscious. It was as if some of the blocks melted energetically. Everybody felt it. Well, I'm sure everybody felt it. This work works at just the level of depth you guys, most of you have no idea of. But you can benefit from it and learn. And, if you really, take up the search, you'll be able to live here too. That's it. It's very democratic. It's open to anyone who wants to do it. Okay, I want you guys to listen. Most of us in the West, we are extremely ungrounded. We think we're grounded. We're not. We are standing on tiptoes all the time. And it's why we don't have access to our power. You have to have your feet solid on the ground to access your power. And you know how you do that? You stop running from your thoughts and feelings. You just stop running. So please, if you keep this in mind, when you get ungrounded, if you can think to yourself, okay, I'm running from my thoughts and feelings, like if you understand this overview, it will help you ground. Because once you get the overview, you can't play the games anymore. I know this is a tall order, but this knowledge is seeping into you despite everything. It is seeping into you like a sponge sucks up water. Like you're being like little kids, and you're feeling like that you're going to be asked to do a big something hard. And so I'm going to like step back a bit, help you just come back to yourselves. You guys, a premise has a very logical mind. So in my approach to life, it had to make sense logically, or I could not go forward. So all this knowledge that I talk about say when we become ungrounded, we're running from our thoughts and feelings, came from kind of insisting that it all would make logical sense somehow. And that's why I often say to you, the spiritual journey is very logical. It just involves a change of premise. And the change of premise, like the basic structure of the logic, the first assumption, it's a change of assumption. And what we're taught is, basically, we lodge in our heads. The head is right, and we try to figure out life. Okay, then the spiritual journey looks very illogical. But if your assumption is we are divine beings and our highest intelligence lives in our hearts, then everything becomes very logical. I feel like this is blasting you guys out of the water in a way, but I'm seeing you all bathed in light. So that is a rub. It's like to move from your heads as the throne to your heart as the throne. That is what this work is. That is why I'm talking about this sparkly soul energy and this black cord of the collective and our linear minds. You guys, Premashuddha speaks to your heart. So if the more you can just put your arms around it all, even if it doesn't make sense, the more you'll get it. Some of you like demand that it makes sense to your heads, and there's nothing I can do for you then, because it's sort of like how can a 3-year-old demand that something that the adult understands makes sense? They can't. They'll just have to take it on faith until they find out themselves. Or not even take it on faith, just don't argue with it. Just let it be there. Let it open your heart. Don't reside in your head so much, you guys. Right. You remember, and I probably overstated it last week, where I was talking about the shamanic training, like a 3-year course where you came in and sat down and listened to professors or whatever. And I said, it's just so useless. Well, it depends. If the person could sort of suck it up enough to get through it, they might have an expanded understanding of that things are a little bigger than they thought, that the truth is a little more unboxable than they thought. But if they tried to stay in the brand of shamanism that was like a classroom, or like this black cord that I'm seeing when I talk to people, they'll kill it. They will kill the soul energy, which you can't do. You can just numb out to it. And you guys, I kind of want to shake you. It's like, look at what medicine is doing to the art of healing. It is becoming control based. The whole art of healing, the whole intuition, the whole power of the loving doctor coming, meeting with the patient and kind of communing is getting lost. This is our normal, you guys. Right. And I can feel it's why you're here. Because in human life, when we get to a big extreme, the pendulum comes back, and the pendulum will come back to the art of healing and truth. It's all good news. We can't lose, we can't kill the soul. The soul will win. It's just how painful it's going to be for us. The reason why I want you to see the gap between the soul energy and the collective and your own heads is because I'm wanting you to give it more room in you. I can't do this for you. You have to do it. I'm calling on Amma very strongly right now to help you. Remember your wonders. Your wonders that you even turn up for this. And that you try to weave it in your life as best you can. It's a wonder. It is. There's no criticism, you guys, in any of this. Brahmasuit has just walked this wild walk. And I'm bringing the gift of collective, and it doesn't make sense, the collective, but it can strengthen the hearts of the people who are interested, and it will benefit the collective enormously. It always does. Anything you guys bring from your soul, the benefit to you and the world is off the charts, because that's what everything is made out of. Yeah, you guys, it's the more, okay, I'm going to come back again. Remember, I got the directive to remind you about the mechanics of the journey. It is a very mechanical process, you guys. It's sort of like, think of it like supporting the inspiration of the soul with mechanical actions at this level. And when I talk about mechanical action, I am talking about interrupting your thoughts to remember the creator. the mechanics of it. I'll tell you, the person that does that 2 million times will make progress, and the person that does it 200 times won't. And the person who did it 200 times won't really understand why they're not making any progress. But it's because they didn't remind themselves of the Creator. It's that simple, you guys. It's so simple. It's just a matter of doing it, of finding the will to do it. And if you, you know, if you suddenly catch yourself and you think you haven't thought about the Creator for 2 weeks, if you like slice yourself to bits, Prima is going to feel that and will be very sorry about that. But if you kind of hate the sin, not the sinner, if you go, I forgot again, and then you put signs under your light switches, Prima will feel this and be happy. And maybe you're not ready to do it at all. And maybe you have to have 5 years where you think about the Creator occasionally, and then you notice that, hey, nothing's changing. Okay, and just to, as a reality test, you guys understand that one time I went up for a hug to Amma. I was very depressed. And she turned to me and said, "You have not thought one thought from Amma in this whole year." And she did this. She held this thing as if she was looking through a book, licking her hands, pushing the frame. And she couldn't find one thought. Okay. So please, the bar is very low. And at this time, I was going through a really big step, a really big step out of my conditioning. I didn't know that, but that was, part of the reason why I hadn't thought one thought, because there'd been an avalanche of this conditioning. So, but Amma did me the great grace of giving me a reality check like that, because that, I mean, humbling, yes. Did it make me reach for the Creator more? Yes. It's a long life, guys. We got, but who knows how long we'll be doing satsangs? I just, hopefully a long time, but who knows? And I just want to transmit as much as I can to you, like in information and energy, and strengthening the souls. Because it makes everything so worthwhile for me. It's like, oh, it's so worth it if I can share it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point of this. I'm not wanting to give anybody a hard time. I just want to help you with this kind of impossible task that really is done by the elves and the fairies, like in fairy tales. You know, our linear mind doesn't do it. Something beyond us lifts us up. It's like I said yesterday, it's like we fail upward. We have these spiritual falls. And if you are humble and embrace everything, you get bumped up higher on the mountain. Who knew? Yeah, it's not like the rigidities of the linear mind are so wrong. You guys, they're so wrong. When it comes to the spiritual journey. I mean, they're kind of right and wrong, but this is why you can't, words don't really work, because it's just, you can't words to it. It is what a Prema Sutta is talking about, is the silence within all of you. Right. Some people getting very anxious. Feel that if you're anxious about the silence. Yeah. You see, that's the source of your storylines. Anxiety about feeling the silence. That's it. At every storyline you've got. It's a big joke. So back to grounding. You can't really evolve unless you come to at least some moments of being grounded. So I came across this, and I want to teach it to you, because I think this could be very useful for you. I'm not big on techniques, but if you can do something to help yourself become grounded, it might be useful. Like, it's great to understand that you're running from your thoughts and feelings, but if you're in it, you're in it, right? So I want to give you something to do. Okay, so if you take your hand and put your fingers on your thumb, put all your fingers on your thumb. Okay, good. Feel what that feels like. Now raise one finger. See if you can do the next one. Like, do them one at a time. Yeah. Next one. And see if you can raise the next one. Some will be easier than others. With your little finger. Okay. Okay, and then back. Do the forefinger with the thumb and do circles. And as you're doing circles, take deep breath through your nose. Notice how the deep breath feels. Notice how your tips of your finger feel. Now, do circles with the next finger in. I don't think it matters which way the circles go. You could experiment. Just do what's most natural. Breathe. Deep breath through your nose. Okay, and the next finger with the thumb, circles around the thumb. Deep breath through the nose. And the little finger, deep breath through your nose. Just keep one finger on your thumb at the same time. Some of you are doing your own version of this, which makes me interested. Why you wouldn't just follow the directions. Take some deep breaths. Yeah, busted. Take some deep breaths. And then just be quiet. Sometimes there can be kind of, you make room for the heart when you do things like this, and this grounds us. Because the thing we're running from is our hearts. You can do this as many times a day. And it's a way of reminding yourself about the Creator. Yeah. Thanks, Franca. I hope, oh, good. It helps. Good. Yeah, like some small practical help. Yeah. I find it quite magical, amazing. Right. And you can remind yourself of the creator this way. And if you, for the ones who like did their own, like it's so interesting, the rebellion in not following the directions and then doing something yourself, do it the right way after the satsang and experiment. But be honorable and do it the way it was taught, you guys. Don't mess with this. And it's it's priceless. And it's priceless for the very same reason that you are priceless. There is no separation in the level of pricelessness. That's it. That's it. It's like Prema Sutta is passing this on to her beloveds. That's it. These satsangs are tailor-made by something beyond me, and these little bits of information just come to me like this. Like this practice just came to me. I mean, and it's like Prema Sutta just follows. That's it. I can feel it's like a energetic baby in your hearts. As soon as I said it, there was resistance came up. This is so funny. It's okay. The baby's still there. You can be as resistant as you like, doesn't matter. Now the baby's bigger. And it's moving into all the cells of your body. So this has strengthened your souls somehow. Yeah. You know, back to the shamanic schoolhouse training, it's like Prema Sutta has been, you know, I wasn't allowed to offer my work because this has happened a few times because I don't have a certificate. Yeah, it's just a comedy. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about, the linear mind. And the linear mind will try to domesticate everything, and it will, like, including marriage. Marriage gets so domesticated that we can lose the soul connection that we started with. This is what to watch. Avoid domestication, you guys, like of the spiritual journey. Don't let it get domestic. I mean, just because the linear mind loves this, it's sort of like go to the ashram and spend time with Amma. And it's great. But if we're not deeply sincere, this is the rub. This is what unsettles you. And that's why I gave you the grounding exercise. It's like to help keep you in your heart. This baby of your true soul energy, I felt it expand into the cells of your body, sort of globally through the cells of your body. And this is this work. It is a level of integrity of walking your talk. And that's why I give you guys a hard time. Because I'm kind of whacking the ego. But you look at Amma telling me, you haven't thought about a thought from Amma for a whole year. I'm like, and I was already old at that point, you guys. I think I was 60. It's like 60 could be a watershed year. No, really. So please have hope. Believe in yourselves. But yeah, really believe in yourselves. You have no idea how high you can go if you just keep going and greet guidance with your heart, not your linear mind, you know. Okay, in life and in yourselves, there will always be a kind of a tension between your true energy and your the outside world or the outward expression. And the tension between the two is what is solved by climbing the mountain, by climbing the inner Everest. Yeah. Going up is what solves it. Up. Greater understanding, greater courage, greater willingness. That's it. And even at the top of the mountain, there is a little bit of, uh, you know, the completion of life feels like nice, like not in any desire to speed it, but just that it'd be nice not to have to struggle with the mountain anymore, you know? Right. That's it. That's it. Good. There's something around the efforting of doing that you all are aware of. So energetically, I'm making more room for your being to come in there. Yeah. So you can live it more seamlessly. You know, like children play. It's very serious, their play, but it's effortless. You guys, it is like that. That's what living from your soul energy is like. It's like children playing, but with, you know, the seriousness of it, you know. Okay, so I want to, again, I want to highlight the passiveness versus following the guidance. Okay, so the linear mind, you guys, you'll find that the more you're lodged there, the more passive you are about the guidance you get. So if a book really, if you know, you read an article about something and it really moves you, your heart, it moves you really deeply, the person who's in their heart will more easily follow up and order that book and dive deeper into what helped their heart expand. And the person who is more lodged in the linear mind will be passive, won't follow it up. Okay, this is really, really, really important because the feminine energy can be passive anyway. And then we get, you know, the patriarchal woman just learns not to follow her heart. So she's passive about following her heart. Okay. But I want to say, and I want to celebrate Yashoda today for her willingness to hear very uncomfortable guidance and that she pursues the dancing, which is a traditional shamanic vehicle for moving into truth, where you dance and dance and dance to the point of fainting. And in Yashoda's case, some people held her feet and gave her water and everything. I'll tell you that. And that's beautiful. That's wonderful. I'll tell you, in Abraham's training, that wasn't really allowed. You just had to do it. And I'm not saying that's better at all. In fact, I don't think it necessarily is. I think it's lovely to have the experience of other people holding you when you're vulnerable and weak. This reassures us that we can bring, that life is trustworthy, that we're not going to get murdered for being weak. And the reason I'm making this verbal celebration, Yashoda, is because she went down to a kind of a very dark place as part of the clearing. And that's very good work, to go through the dark place through to the clearing. Now, it'll be interesting what she does with this. Let it strengthen you and open your heart, and just this new humility that I'm seeing is beautiful. And the thing is that this new humility I'm seeing is beautiful. In the old days, it was covered up with self-deprecation, you guys. It was covered up with, I'm not good enough. But she's making room for just a child's instinctive openness to learn. Okay, so remember, we get celebrated, and then, the next time, Premasutta will have her scythe out and will cut off your head, so it's just, it changes. It's true. It's like Amma telling me, about my thoughts, She cut off my head. Yeah. And she's celebrated Premasutta before, but not that time. Ups and downs. You will get chastised and celebrated. Just go with the flow. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a whole group of toddlers sitting with their like diapers and everything, like not just they're they're pre-walking, and they all started moving and started like crawling and started to like try to stand up. This like this whole group of toddlers, I just saw it, and they started moving. It's like, you're getting your loved, you're loved, you're loved. And you can't fix yourselves. You just have to come along. Yeah, I know. It's such a joke. You're getting it. It's good. It's good. It's good. And just, listen, I was 60 when this happened, so I have enormous patience for you guys. It's tremendous understanding of what it's like. Yeah. But, any teacher is always going to be chop a little, That's it. It's beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. This is beyond my wildest dreams for this satsang. It's what you've done. It's, it is part of this movement into this change. And I'm asking you to just keep holding on as you make it, because you'll be very pleased that you did. It's going to free you, and it's going to make evolution easier. Yeah. It's really good. You guys, this takes enormous purity of heart. You have to be willing to see your own darkness and be willing to change. You have to trip over it. You have to see how corrupt you are. It's like Amma pointing this out about my thoughts. It's like she made me trip over my own darkness. She put her foot out. Premasutta went splat. That's kind of it. And then, when we see our darkness, we have to correct. Don't step back and go passive. Correct. Change what you're doing. Change your attitude. Or it's more like let the seeing of your darkness change you. Don't let it continue. Change. That is integrity, you guys. Any other way of living on the spiritual path is kind of ridiculous. If we're not doing that, we're avoiding our true integrity. You guys, the higher you get up in the mountain, you see how every negative thought hurts you and the person you're thinking about. And the more you see this, the more you cannot do it. It's, as soon, do your best, with the witnessing. Like I know you, so you guys will, some of you will just have negative thoughts and then you'll berate yourself for negative thoughts and it will take you deeper and into darkness. I don't want you to do that. I want you to realize that it hurts you and them, and that just noticing these negative thoughts, you guys, just noticing them reduces most of the hurt, like 90% of the hurt, maybe even more, maybe even 99%, just being aware of it and knowing that it's useless and, giving it to Amma. And at the same time, just like what Pramasuda with this depression, I got stuck in negative thoughts for a year. So sometimes we're just in it. I just want you to be very gentle with yourselves and do your best. Just like think of these little munchkins all starting to move. Like they got it enough to start squirming and moving. They're not just sitting there like dead people. I'm kidding. They're squirming, they're moving, they're I can do this. This is me too. I can do this. Yeah. It's self-realization. Gandhi said 1,000 people, every time somebody achieves self-realization, 1,000 people set off in the spiritual journey. And I'm thinking energetically, maybe those 1,000 people work with the person who became realized energetically, even if they never meet. That on a subtle level, it's the students of the realized person, even if they never meet. It's so subtle and big, you guys. It's way beyond what our little pea brains can understand. The cells of our body are far more intelligent than our brains. Okay, you guys, please. The cells of your body, if you're walking down the street, everything seems fine. The cells of your body will tell you if there's danger or not. There are people that, do not get on the plane when it's going to crash. There are always people who just decided not to. It's a cellular intelligence. It's by far our one of our greatest gifts. Open to that. But to open to that, it's like do the grounding exercise, right? Like you gotta come out of your linear head a bit. You gotta come into your bodies more. To get that. That's why I talk about it's like birth. It's a cellular intelligence. Like a cellular intelligence runs birth. Like it the baby's ready to come, and this is communicated. So it's communicated to the cells of the mother. That's it. That's it. This is a Pramasuda really lodged in the cells of my body. I really, early on, I realized that the cells of my body had far more intelligence than my head. That's where wonder comes from, where we look outside and it's so beautiful. It's like the cells of our body are dancing in celebration of the Creator. You the cells of the trees are singing. Pratibha sent those. I sent them to you, the sounds made by Mother Nature. Yeah. And the other thing I want to remind you of, you guys, remember, you emit light, measurable. You emit light. You are a sun. You are a little sun. I want you to get this. You emit light. Just as you are. You may feel yourself a very flawed vessel. Oh, I ate chocolate cake yesterday. I shouldn't have. You emit light. No matter what state you're in, no matter what you think about yourself, you emit light. Please. That is the truth. And who would you be if you really let that sink in? You are transpersonal light. Yeah, squirming. Lots of squirms with this. Doesn't compute with the linear mind. Doesn't compute with the linear mind. It's true. Guess who's wrong? It's not the light that's wrong. Yeah. This is a shift into, trusting your heart more and, letting yourself be a little bit more of an individual, like a fragment of the Creator, idiosyncratic fragment of the Creator. And it's right in your idiosyncrasies that are your gift. The way of astrologers would know this better than me, but the Aquarian, we're in the Aquarian age, I guess, by now. Anyway, the aspects of it are this kind of conformity versus this wild individuality. So this is what we got. Now, massive conformity at the neglect of the individual, of neglecting the massive conformity that walls off the idiosyncratic individual aspects, becomes a coffin. It kills. It kills inspiration. You have to watch this in yourselves. Even, spiritual practices can be done in kind of that rigid conformity. With that kind of approach, rather than the individual communication with God, rather than that being celebrated, what's celebrated just being part of the herd and turning up at 5 o'clock to do this. This is what the herd does. It's no good. It's no good. It doesn't work. Oh, it'll work like, I don't know, after countless lifetimes, I guess. This is where I want you to have the courage to see what's going on and to walk carefully and to take care of the light and the fire in your own hearts. even if it's inconvenient. To just follow the guidance of your heart. I used to, in my early 40s, and I sent my kids to Waldorf, and one of my biggest fears was that we really wouldn't even fit into Waldorf and that I'd end up homeschooling them. Like this eccentric single mother homeschooling her kids. And they'll tell you, with my background, this was like, yeah. And of course, that's where I ended up. I was right. That's what my next steps took me. Yep. And at the time, then we ended up having a lot of fun with this. But before it happened, it seemed like my worst nightmare to my linear mind. But actually, we had a lot of fun. And it was really easy to do the kids' schooling. It's like they did 2 hours a day, and we did trips. We did all kinds of harebrained trips. And they had time to themselves. They weren't, they learned skills, were signed up for things, but they had time for themselves. They weren't, every minute wasn't occupied. They had time to themselves. Yeah. But remember, before this happened to my linear mind, it seemed the worst thing that could ever happen. So this is what our journeys are like. So that's why it's important. Don't listen to the stories too much. I can feel how much you want to stand. These little babies, I'm seeing them. They're all moving around. They want to stand so badly. And some of them are trying to do it with will. They're trying to stand like soldiers. That's not it. Don't stand like a soldier. No. Just let the child let that child within you gradually stand, learn how to stand and walk spiritually. Do it from the inside. It's the only way it works. Do it from the inside. Then you'll do it with relaxation. You'll be able to stand loosely without the rigidity of a soldier. The standing with the rigidity of the soldier is just trying to do the spiritual journey, trying to do it, trying to stand and do it. I want to walk in integrity. I want to do it. Is the linear mind getting in there and messing things up like it always does? Really, the Beryllian atoms transform at their own rate. When you measure them too much, it stops all progress. Let yourself learn to stand. Let yourself be carried by Amma, be carried by, the things you do to help yourself. Be carried by the energy of the satsang. Let all of it carry you to this greater understanding. You will be brought to it. You cannot do it. Your linear mind will stop your progress if you buy into its trying to do it. Babies are born. The mother is not trying to give birth. She's just in it. That's it. I can feel your very good hearts. One of the vulnerabilities of our training is you guys come to satsang and you want to follow it and do it, but you're forgetting yourselves. You have to put yourself in the equation. And part of the reason, you guys, you have to put yourself in the equation is you have to see your own darkness. You have to see it up close and personal and gag on it. And if you're, hooking up to your linear mind too much, you will be avoiding this. You got to see how corrupt you are, how many games you're playing, and even how hopeless it all seems, and just keep going because it's not hopeless at all. Just keep going. Every step of the way, Premasutta gagged on her own darkness and stupidity. Every step. That's what I talk about, falling and then rising. When you get humble and you admit all this, you pray sincerely for help, you get lifted up the mountain. Really? Yeah. Some of you are feeling helpless and hopeless, but it's funny, some of you are not believing it as much as you have done, and that's it. It's like you just believe it a little bit less and you just can't do it. Yeah, J Ma. You just go, oh yeah. It feels hopeless and helpless, but it isn't. It isn't. It's like, think of 10 years ago and where you are now would have seemed like hopeless and impossible. Come on, you guys, don't be passive. Do everything you can to remind yourself of this and see your own progress. And when I say see your darkness, I'm not like, it's sort of like I'm wanting you to get a full frontal physical experience of it, not just seeing it with your head, to really feel it in your cells, the darkness in you. Feel it in your cells. Because when you feel it in your cells, it's leaving. Part of you guys, you're scared that this is not true. So that's why it's hard for you to surrender to this level. Because you're scared you'll get stuck in darkness and pain forever. And you won't. I promise you, you won't. When you can embrace it and accept it, you get lifted up. Yeah, I can feel some distrust. It's okay. It's coming up to be cleared. The journey is very simple, but it's the hardest work you could possibly do. And it's the most confusing if you're in your head. Okay, this is how it works, guys. We kind of either embrace this darkness or it will get fed to us from the outside. And we'll face it that way. I'm calling on Amma to help you. A lot of you are sinking into more trust of this process and it will become easier. I don't want you to give yourselves a hard time. You cannot force this. Don't try to do it. Don't try to do it at all. Never try to do anything about darkness. Always focus on the light. Don't try to fix darkness or work with your shadow or anything like that. Always focus on the light and the darkness will shrink. It's really important. It is a big mistake I feel, Premasutta says, to do shadow work. People can stay deluded in that for a lifetime. And what they'll see is shadow. More and more. Don't do that. The more you focus on light, the more you'll see your shadow. And let it go. I sing this whole group of little kids, and they all went like, it's nap time. It's like, okay, it's time for naps. This is enough. Okay. So has anybody got any questions or comments?
Oh, Namah Shivaya.
Hello, yes.
Yes. I would love, I'm doing really good. I would love to share some experience from my Vipassana course I did the last 2 weeks.
Good. Yes, good. Thank you.
Yeah, and for everyone, it's a 10-day where you in silence and you follow a meditation technique. And actually, for me, it felt like it's a boot camp style. So there are a lot of schedules you have to follow, and you have to sit long in meditation. and it felt more like a boot camp for Prema Suda's teachings because the whole week I was like, Prema Suda said that in the satsang, and that's the most beautiful thing was that I could like experience a lot of what we get taught here in for myself. So it was, for example, there was like on the experience level that one time in a satsang there was like this example of you only with your own true experience you can get wisdom, your own true wisdom. And it's like if you want to become a mother, you don't read books, and in your head you get pregnant and get birth, and this is how you, through the experience, you get the real wisdom of being a mother. And it felt like the whole week it felt like this. I, for example, I felt how food gets digested because we are observed our body a lot, and at some point on the fourth day, I felt like how the food goes through my body. And the next day, without any thinking, I was like eating really slow. I was re-chewing, and always wanted to do it. Like I always wanted, like I read about it. I want to like need to chew, and it was like so easy suddenly because I witnessed myself beforehand and countless other experience. Like the days were like pendulums. Like you speak about pendulums going up, down. I was like the third day was like I thought what's happening here? And then I was like, yeah, this is a pendulum. I just go with the flow and embrace the highs and the ups, and this made it like such a wonderful week, and many other things happened, and yeah, it was like I was so close, not to the technique in general, but it was more close to Prima Suda and calling an Amma as well, even when it gets really tough. Yeah, especially, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is such music to my ears. Oh, you've just, thank you, thank you, thank you for this feedback. It's exactly what it's like. And it's really good that you spoke so directly to the satsang like this. And that, it's nice, Sudha, that this work is validated, because I'll tell you guys, the reason I've got so far is because for 40 years, I've been saying this stuff and been treated very badly. And I kept going. And with that, my ego dissolved. Truly. It has been the best training of all.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for validating. Like, no, thank you. It's sort of like I'm just so happy that you're getting it at this level that you're getting it at. Do you know that you had this experience? I'm thrilled. And about the eating. Yeah, because this is the level that works. It's funny, even as I'm talking, I'm kind of feeling that black cord. I almost feel like the things I said were spoken from the black cord in a funny way, rather than my true nature. But there's a level that this is the way the whole thing gets integrated. Do you see? I don't know if you see. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You will. So I don't want to speak anymore, Khaled. So I'm going to make a mud pie. So, but I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Prima
Right.
Suda.
Okay, just one thing, and just like Khaled, and remember, if the time comes, if you find yourself chewing differently than the way you wanted to, just observe it and give it over to Amma. The pendulum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay. Who spoke? Who was wanting my attention?
Franca.
Franca.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yay, where are you? I can't find you on the. Oh, there you are. Yes, sweetie. How are you?
I'm so much in my heart. I'm so grateful for this technique you gave us today, because right away I could feel this grounding. And even before you said, take a deep breath, it came from itself, taking a deep breath while doing that. So thank you for that, sharing and giving a chance to, have something to ground us. Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, something simple you can just do in a moment. Yes. Yeah, Franca. You know, I just want to send you just pure sweetness, pure grace, pure loving grace, because I can feel you. And I want to say pristine, the very high intention you carry. And it's sort of like it's how shining it is. And, it's again, I'm going like, oh, should have said that. Oh, no. Because I'm always working with you guys in your heads.
Yeah. I wanted also to share a dream I had last week.
Good. What?
And it was an interesting dream, actually. I I was in kind of a setting with others somewhere, not knowing, but I had this baby doll, and it was kind of smaller than a real baby, and it was kind of a doll, but it was alive, and it was you.
Oh.
It kind of, I don't know why, but I had this baby. I don't know where it came from. It was just there. And it was looking at me, like really getting in touch with me. And I just took it and cared for it and breastfed, and then I went on a camping trip, and Maxi's kids were there and some other kid. I don't remember. And then I cared for this doll, and I changed the diaper in some weird bathroom I didn't know. And then there was bedtime where we wanted to sleep in a tent, but it was too tiny for us, all of us. So I kind of tried to find a really good space. And then this baby, this was always with me, and I carried it and bathed it and really.
Is this still me?
Yes.
Franca, is this still me? Okay, that you're carrying all through this? Yeah. Okay.
And then at the end, when I found this nice spot for getting to sleep, then this baby looked at me and it said, I've never felt so loved by someone. You are such a great mother.
Right.
It's just an amazing dream, I think. And
Right.
it touched my heart so much, and I really could feel the love with that.
Right. Right. Yeah. When our journey includes our instinctive center and reaches the cells of our body, it is like this, Franca. And you guys, I'm also going to say something that, might have to be edited out, but I really want to say this. If you think about during the sexual act, making love with somebody, that when you're giving, you receive right then. The more you give, actually, sexually, the more you receive. Okay. This is the same thing with this level of awakening, Franca, that you're talking about. Same principle works. It is where Prima Sutta lives from, where I give to you like this, you guys, and I get it back 1,000,000 times. It is the same, Franca. Okay. And so I wish to, like, it's so funny. I want to say validate you in a funny way. I don't want to go outside from this incredible communion that you experienced with the infant, which is, you see, it's your soul energy that you're being true to, right?
Yeah,
And that's why yeah, it's your own soul energy that you're being true to. And this is exactly the heart of this work, you guys. Right. Right. And it just takes time. But Franca brings this incredible spiritual precision to her journey. Right. It's very beautiful. You know, sweetie, I can feel this awakening going on in the cells of everybody who heard you. And it will be, you know, when this reaches YouTube and timer, it will be there too. This is how it spreads. It spreads like the wind. Yeah. This is how powerful we are. Yeah. And it's not our egos. This is our true essence. Has this power. And we get mixed up, you guys. We get mixed up. Very, very beautiful. Franca, you know, take very, very good care of yourself in the next 3 weeks or so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm unbelievably touched in ways I can't even express. I can't even express it. And, you know, when we come in at this level, you know, when we look at the outside world, it can look pretty bad. But Franco, remember that it's all illusion, and all we can do is our best here and share as best we can. It's all illusion, and it all has a very good ending. And you know, near death experiences for comfort, maybe, you know, but just hearing about some of these experiences people have, yeah, I'm so unbelievably touched. Yeah. This is, you know, the mother and child reunion, you know, like think of Simon Garfunkel. Mother and child reunion is only something away, only emotion away. This is what, you know, even back in after the 60s, that explosion of pop music, this is what they were feeling. And it all went kind of corrupt, but this was the underlying thing moving them into creating this great music. Right. Yeah.
And
So very beautiful.
can I share something else? And I think
Yeah, go for it, woman.
2 days after that, I had some time without my kids because they are with their dad on vacation. And then I dreamed about my youngest son. And we met in the dream, and it was sure that it was known that we haven't seen each other a while. And he just came to me and hugged me and said, "Mama, I missed you." And the day after that dream, he called me. So kind of my subconscious knew that he's gonna getting in contact with me. And it's so nice to see this connection happening and being there and building up. Yeah.
Right, 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 right.
And seeing it and witnessing it and
Yeah.
honoring it too. Yeah.
Right. You know, when we move into our soul energy, it's like we've been away and we've come back. and the people around us recognize it. They recognize it, and our children will, yeah, because on a soul level, they get it. It's like when my son was about 8, he turned to me, John, and he said, Mom, you're winning. It's like, it's okay, you're winning. Thank you, son. Right. This is, yeah, oh, I'm so moved.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys, thank you, Franca, with all my heart. And, this is what I saw in you, right? This is what I saw all along in you. Yeah. Right. Frank and I, for the last 3 years, have done this funny dance. It's like I saw this in her and she was like, ah. And it's like, this is what it's like. And then 3 years later, she's manifesting, this is what it's like. It's just beautiful. Yeah, you're so loved. Yeah. Oh, it's like I bow down to you guys. I honor you. Yeah, and thank you for giving me the space to integrate this black cord calidus, with that. Like I could feel this thing in me and it helped. It's great. Thank you, guys. So I'll see if for next week, I'll see what I feel about satsangs. Like sometimes I think Saturday and Sunday are a lot for you, but I also want to be available if you wish it. So I'll just, I'll just feel into whether I get a go ahead or not for the Saturday one. But anyway, we'll continue with the Sunday. But I'm with you every second, you guys. I'm so moved. Is anybody desperate to say something? We're going on and on and on. I'm happy to stay if you're desperate.
Maybe I'm kind of desperate.
Okay.
It's Richard.
Richard. Okay, Richard, I'm just finding you somewhere over the rainbow. You're here somewhere. I don't know. And I can't find you. That's so weird. Oh, there you are. Okay. Got you. What's up?
Hello. I think I made the last day and today quite a big shift. It's not. I think there's still room, lots of room, but it feels like a really big shift in compassion.
Good, because you wanted that, right?
Yeah, I was asking for it in the last,
yeah,
for the last month, and yeah, I will try to make it really short, but it's difficult for me. I think I could talk like 10 hours straight about it. I decided 5 months ago that I want to go for a plant-based eating. And this sent me on a really difficult task about judging others. And yesterday I had a really, really nice talk to Michi, because I'm writing like a scientific text about Christian ethics of killing animals, or if there's like a Christian animal ethic about it. And we were talking about the end of it, and then it came again this topic about judging others, about judging maybe humanity, even what's going on, and the factory farming, blah blah blah, as you all know it probably. And then she said, yeah, no, it's not good to judge. I think it's better to focus on. I think I'm not precisely able to recall the call, but it's better to focus on the light. And what you say also, that it's good to see if someone tries to make a change, and even the tiny step is making a difference. And focus on that one, and also honor that someone is trying to do something different, even though the conditioning is so strong, like almost everyone is eating animal products and is so normal. And yeah, then I had a really nice talk to a doner kebab guy who was selling doner. Because I think I was able to keep this compassion energy of the talk with Michi throughout the day, that I was able to have such a nice talk with this guy about the food he sells, and he was even like making a sauce on the like a self-made sauce just for me, because I was asking for a vegan sauce. It was so delightful. I didn't even, yeah, I was not expecting that. And yeah, it's hard to describe in few words, but it's really sent me on an interesting journey, this decision.
Okay, good. You're how old are you, Richard? You're
I'm
about
30.
29 or 30?
30.
Okay. Okay, good. 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 Like if your experience is this way, I mean, good. You know, good. Like it's obviously your sweet spot, and if you're feeling more love and compassion, good. You know, I don't understand it really, you know. I mean, I kind of in the sense of your God, Richard. Everything about you is of great value. And I feel that underneath you're wanting to avoid that, even though this is so wonderful and you're young. So I don't want to push you, and I don't want to undercut what you're doing. It's great. It's just that I see your golden heart in there, and it's under some self-judgment. And that's why you have trouble with compassion, because you have trouble with compassion for yourself. You are judging your own golden heart underneath. Yeah. And I want to say this upsets me, and it doesn't really. Like, it's kind of like you're young, you're sincere, you're doing well, like it's wonderful, the shift that you're feeling a shift. And at the same time, there's this golden heart in you that over time, I hope that you can embrace, because what you do now, you kind of want to embrace it, but you're going like, ew, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would get translated. This is the judgment you're feeling about, like, you know, that you felt about the people who say eat meat. And it's like, it's great you're feeling more compassionate, but you were dependent on the talk with Michi. You know, and it's great to experience the compassion, but I'm wanting over time for you to find it in yourself and to have a deep well of compassion for Richard inside Richard. Now, you are a young man, even older men can't do this, but you're so motivated on the journey, Richard, that I feel it's likely, and you love people. Like underneath, you really, really love people. Underneath some judgments, you really love them. And that is the truth about you and your own golden heart. You really love this golden heart in you, really. It's just your ego doesn't. So I see this, you know, Richard the golden heart. You know, Richard the lion heart. Richard the golden heart, really. And this, I bet, is what Michi sees and why she loves you, is this golden heart in you. Yeah. So everything I address will be like, you know, to help you with it. And I don't, you know, Prema Sutta is so wild about so many right or wrong things. Like I go like, But sure, I just can't draw lines about in eating habits. Yeah. But I will be a sanctuary for your golden heart in a way. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of I recognize it in you, and I will do everything possible to help free it in you. And it's okay for you to be human. It's okay for you to be a little zealous. You're a little zealous, man. It's okay. You're incredibly beautiful. You know, Pramasudha can be very ponderous sometimes. So like we all have our things. So just you're going, I can feel you're going, am I good enough? I don't know. Am I good enough? I don't know. That's that little boy in there. It's a little boy. Right. Am I good enough? I don't know. In the family, I don't know if I'm treated good enough. It's like if in the family I'm considered good enough. So I'm just not quite sure about it. But I'm telling you, you are. You are. Just as you are. Everything you're going through, all of it. Noticing when you go into judgment, noticing when you go into compassion. It's great you have a partner to speak to who can help expand your heart. Fantastic. So how do you feel right now, Richard? Very, very honest.
I don't know how I feel. I think I'm excited. I'm excited to speak. But I can say that the point of am I good enough underneath this question is probably a motivator for lots of I can feel that there is lots of truth in this. Am I good enough mantra?
Yeah. Right. And you are. You are. I'm feeling all this energy rushing out my hands. It's like and going to you. And it's funny because it's the level of truth that we've spoken at that is actually free, deep, even deeper levels of energy coming through Pramasudha's hands. This is why I emphasize truth so much, because love will come through you so much more, and me. When we're in truth, you guys, our love flows. Right. And you're entitled. And I'm just seeing these angel wings in you. I just want to sort of teach you, like over time, the nuts and bolts of how the spiritual journey works in a way that you can sort of move through things, like in a way where we're, I want to say, paddling our own boat. We move through things in ourselves, right? And I'm kind of planting energetically a big permission for this golden heart to be allowed up, and for you to make room for true self-esteem. True self-esteem comes, you guys, when we're acting in ways that free us. Yeah. You're saying to me, Pramasudha, I have right and wrong so deeply integrated into me, I don't know if I can do this. And actually, I have great respect for you that you could communicate this to me. And also, this is the level that I can totally support your freedom at, because in my family, there are a whole bunch of fundamentalist lives coming down the line. And the good and bad has been branded inside Pramasudha. So it's healable. Yeah. Then you're going, I don't know if I want to. Okay. That's it. I don't know. Okay. Here we go. So, just making room for this. It's okay. Sometimes we don't want to. It's okay. we don't have to be zealous about it. Sometimes we're where we don't want to. It's okay. You have room in there. Room. You have room for all these human and ambiguities. It's okay. It's okay. You are going to, over time, move into colossal gratitude for life, for this assistance. I can feel it. And just for, yeah, your existence. Remember, this takes years, man. But so how do you feel when I say this?
I really feel this, yeah.
Right. Okay. There it is. Okay. There it is. The connection to the deep heart, to the golden heart. And I just kind of embraced your ambivalence about it and gave it room. And so it just dissolves. It's like a mother picking up a child. And in the love of her arms, he relaxes and he knows he's okay. Okay. You know, you guys, Primisid is very excited about the way this satsang is going in this new direction, you know. So, and I feel incredibly blessed that you are coming with me. Yeah. Richard, is there anything left to say? Check. I don't know.
Maybe I ask you for a call and then, you know.
Okay, sure.
At the moment, I think there's nothing in my head right now.
Okay, sure. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay, it's very exciting. I feel like I've just eaten, you know, chocolate cake, you know, like that kind of like a celebration, like birthday cake or something, you know, it's just, or present time on Christmas. Okay, you guys. Okay, bless your hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Bye.